Grand wishes, powerful beings. Thank you for sharing space again at my channel. I will be speaking about my integration that has happened that completely took me by surprise. 5 of us have integrated 2 days apart. This channel is going to be about, and has always been about, spiritual awakening and mental health healing. And if this is something you're interested in, please give us a like and hit the notification bell to keep up on when we post. Now, before I get into that actual part of the video, I just want to give a quick little opinion and heartfelt concern towards the mental health community. There's been a huge uproar in the community, and I completely can understand why everyone was so hurt and upset. There was a specific YouTuber who made a comment about a mental health advocate that was hurtful to not only her and the system, but to a lot of other people and their systems. Even people who do not have DID was affected by this. I'm not going to throw names out because this is not about clout chasing. This is not about views. This is not about snatching stubs. This is not about any of that. This is just my concern about the complete divide that keeps happening with everyone. When did the mental health community become like a gang? I get we are supposed to be there for each other. We are all supposed to support each other. And when someone is spreading misinformation or not being supportive or considerate or nurturing towards the rest of us, yeah, totally get, put your battles up. But at the same time, it's like, aren't we treating her in the same way that people who do not deal with mental health issues treat us on the daily? Aren't we being just as aggressive as they are with us? And shouldn't we spread a little bit more understanding and love? I mean, even though, yes, it is not okay what she did, but maybe she's not aware of how to really communicate what she's trying to say. Maybe she's still trying to figure herself out. Maybe she does need just as much help as she's claiming to need. And instead of giving her all this hate, which could probably drive her or anybody to suicide or anything, maybe we should be a little bit more kind and say that there's clearly something wrong, and clearly she's not getting the help she needs from these therapists that everyone's saying that she should go to, because these therapists are either not being attentive to every single need or dismissing her and turning her away, which is what I got out of it. Not defending her, not discrediting the system that was spoken about. I just want there to just be an awareness of love and unity, because in these times that keep progressing, we should all be supporting one another, loving one another, and trying to be as understanding as possible. That's all I want to say on that. I will get into my video now. Okay, so Juliana, Jewel, and Juju integrated on February 29th. And in the midst of that, I'm trying to get my thoughts straight. It's just like, I'm still so shocked by this. Okay. About 48-ish prior, I cannot speak. About 48 hours prior to this integration being complete, Juliana and Ty were co-conscious and did a video, or was starting to do a video. And before that, Jewel was very, focused on a video that she was ready to do. Now, as soon as she's getting ready for this video, Juliana's like, no, I actually have to get this video out. Trust me on this, get this out. Now, the nature of that video was quite special to us because it was as if Juliana knew exactly what was about to happen. So, and you'll explain why I'm speaking in... Okay, so yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Bear with me. Okay, so with the interim of that, video was made. It wasn't much speaking after the intro was done from them, and then it was editing. Editing took forever for some reason. Usually it takes us a hop, skip, and a jump to edit. All of a sudden it was like taking forever. It felt very dissociated completely throughout the whole 2 days of this taking place. Had family over, had some groundbreaking moments with my mom and sister, and it was like, okay, healing took place, didn't even realize it from certain things that was spoken about and addressed, and all that. Not going to go into details for privacy. And then woke up and realized, wow, okay, we really integrated. Whoa. Felt like a death and a birth, literally. Then 2 days later, whole bunch of changes and dissociative feelings and all these different things. And then March 2nd, we realized that Julie and Jaja integrated. Now, integration itself is basically when two alters fuse together. Complete fusion as a whole for the entire system is like the most end point that you can get to when it comes to healing. Integration is that middle point where alters start to combine, because the amnesiac walls, I can never say that word. Please don't even. The amnesia walls fall away, basically, and the memories and everything between the both alters combine. Now, we are going through a process of not even realizing that more than two alters can integrate, and not even realizing that there was steps towards our healing being done without us even realizing it. I mean, we do put the work in to heal. We do put necessary steps on multiple different avenues of our life to make sure that we can get to that. But, it's one of those things where it happens, you don't realize it. When I first started this channel, my very first video, I mentioned wanting to integrate. Now, that was when I was still very much upset that I even had alters and this was even the case. Then, once we all started to get to know each other, I became quite comfortable and almost feeling like, oh my God, yeah, I totally see why I've needed you guys all these years. I appreciate you guys for being here and saving my life and helping me through so many different traumatic situations and helping me through situations that were on many different levels, different things. However, I feel empty. Well, I felt empty at first. I'm feeling a little bit more whole again, and it's awesome. It's like weird to feel empty and whole because, like, imagine, the people that you've gotten so close to and feel like without them, you wouldn't be here, to then kind of be gone, but not be gone because, like, we're combined. But it's like, it's so difficult to fathom that I haven't even addressed myself as something. When you notice that I opened this video, I didn't say, hey, it's because it's literally the five of us combined, and we identify with every single name, but it's pretty much like we're just letting whoever's around us, whatever you want to call us, is what you call us, unless it's another alter that's not in the five that have just integrated. You can clearly see that it's kind of all of us, and it's like, it's so hard to describe, and there's so many systems that have educational videos that give detail by detail, or you can do research. I'll put some links below, but this is just me expressing myself with my experiences, because I plan to focus mostly on healing and mostly on the aspect of all of the information that I have been uploading spiritually and from research in general about the root of DID, mental health in general, and the steps towards healing, because healing is the most important thing. Well, if you want to. Some people don't want to integrate, don't want to heal, that's okay. And some people can't also, and that's also everyone's own individual experience. But I'm just completely shocked, because to start this channel with the hopes of showing that it's possible to heal, didn't even realize that it was going to come in the speed that it did, especially because right after the integration with the first three of them, a new trauma was actualized and realized, and then with that integration, old memories were resurfaced, and it's like, it's just a bunch of different, it's like so many different levels to what one feels with integration. Now, I'm not going to make this too lengthy because I feel like I'm rambling. I don't know. I was so ready to do this, and then like everything kind of gotten thrown off with a whole bunch of different things that's been going on. And I just, yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to say that basically at first when it was Juliana, Juju, and Jewel, Juliana and Juju are in a relationship. And so the integration of the two of them with Jewel was pretty much like having, like, imagine yourself being the third wheel to lovebirds, and they're like so in love, and you're like, oh, that's cute, but like, I wish I had my person. That's what it felt like with them. They are like the embodiment of love. And then Jewel was like feeling empty. Then 2 days later, Julie and Jaja integrating with them was like Jaja and Jewel felt the same kind of emptiness because of Juliana and Juju's love, but at the same time felt more whole because of this love. Then at the same time, Julie, which was our little, she was 5. I don't even know if to say was, is. I'm still wrapping my own head around all of this. So she, it's like, it's so weird to say was or is. Anyway, her emotion and all of the emotion that comes with her was kind of like overwhelming for the other 4, because it was like, then we're feeling all this opposite of everything: life, death, love, emptiness, wholeness, separation, fusion, confusion, happiness. And it's like, it's excitement. It's like, it's everything that was in one, and Julie's emotion was like bringing it all to surface. It's like you have all parts of each personality that are now all one personality, but then it's like you feel every part, and you get every memory and everything, but then it's like there's still, it's so interesting to describe. And then we were also feeling very much like, okay, well, what happens now? It's like you could want to heal so bad, and then when you start healing, it scares you. It's like, oh my God, wait a minute, what am I going to become once I'm completely healed? Like, this is actually possible? Yeah, it's actually possible. And I'm so excited that it's like I've gotten over the sadness aspect of it, and the sadness of the realizations of certain things that surfaced. For the most part, I'm not going to say it's completely gone, but in this present moment in time, I'm feeling pretty okay. There's levels to that, you know? But I'm so grateful that clearly something good happened within us, that this has happened. And all we can go is up from here. Now, yes, it was so scary that, you know, there was almost a split that happened again, because it's like you don't know what to think. And the 11th one has decided that she does not want to reveal her name. She does not want to reveal who she is. And losing Julie, which she became caretaker over after Jaja stopped caretaking for her, pretty much that was hard on her. And it started to feel like she started to form even stronger, but then she's been kind of at bay, and now we don't know anything that's going on with her. So she's decided for us to call her 11, and doesn't really want to be known that much. And it's still a little bit uncomfortable because, you know, not knowing who an alter is, but then we also do have to respect that for whatever reason she doesn't want to be known, and for whatever reason she's still here for her purpose. Now, as far as how we feel, as far as like the differences that I've noticed outside of everything I just mentioned, I'm noticing that, you know, I did not have to write what I wanted to say before doing this video. Every single video I've done, I knew what I wanted to say, wrote it down to make sure I didn't forget, and did the video. Now I'm not overthinking, I'm just flowing. I didn't write anything before doing this video, I'm just doing the video. And so if I seem a little all over the place, that's why. But I'm literally going as I go, and it's kind of very relieving to be in a place where you're not overthinking what you want to say. You don't really give a shit if you don't say it all, or if you do say it all, because what's important is that you say it. And it feels so good to be comfortable in my own skin. I haven't been this comfortable in my own skin in forever, okay? And it's like the confidence of Jaja is there. The emotional aspect of Julie is there. The stern protection of Juju is there. And I'm happy for her because she did not want to be in the system and she did not want to gatekeep anymore. And the gatekeeper is the one who controls the switches. And she was just over all of it for the longest. And so I'm happy for her. And then the core, Juliana and Jewel, like Jewel being the the one who's like willing to be at the front all the time as host, and then your core original Juliana also fusing, like the five of them, I can say honestly, which is most likely why each of them have like variations of the core's name, I believe, in a sense, not Jaja, but like in a sense, have all had like key points to, I could say, the most impacting memories and the most impacting traumas. I'm not going to say the rest of the alters' roles have not been, or they haven't stepped in because of it not being as impacting, but those five have been like, it's so hard to put it into words. Honestly, my natural way, and so is Camorra's, is telepathic communication, and it's like sometimes using words just does not suffice, and I always say that. But yeah, I'm going to just say I'm happy that all of this has happened. I probably will do another video on this about our experience, and if anyone wants to be educated on integration itself, let me know and I will do a more in-depth video on that. If not, please feel free to go look at a bunch of other systems that are amazing on education. I love my system, and I don't even know if I've ever said that out loud before, but I just want to say that our healing and our union with each other is only a representation of just such a beautiful, rewarding thing, because what is bad and scary can also have a complete opposite side to it, which is beautiful and good. And there's a balance when it comes to mental health and spirituality. And I am so ready to get more in depth on this channel about all of that, because I've had topics written for months since last year. And it's time to really like be able to express that. And I feel like with this integration, I'll be able to upload videos more often than I was originally planning to, because there will be less moments of feeling so triggered that we have to literally hide away from the world or freak out of not getting across what we want to get across. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know that it was kind of all over the place, choppy. I appreciate every single one of you. Pardon my phone, that's my sister. Have a beautiful, wonderful, magical week. You are powerful.